the super mutant relaxed his arms, his heaving muscles glowing slightly from the radiation, and the once angry expression on his face turning to one of
Frank, what are you writing?
love. My Fallout fanfic. Hey, what's up? No, not fanfiction. What?
Are you sure? Because I heard the whole thing.
No. It's not mine. I'm reading a bad fanfiction for a video.
Well, it's funny you should be writing about Fallout. I mean, reading about it. The Fallout universe stands an example of what could have been. What if the world never moved from the nuclear ideals in the 1950s? What if World War III happened? And what if you drink 200-year soda? Okay, maybe not the last one, but seriously though, this strange universe branched off from our universe's timeline. So what caused this universe to branch off? Today, on the New Age Gamers, with the help of our old friend Frank Gamer, we are going to dive into the lore of Fallout and try to figure out when these two universes split.
Now, fans of our channel know we love the YouTube show Game Theory. Game Theory, as many of you know, is a popular program that talks about games much in the same way we do by diving into the meaning behind the games. Now, why are we talking about Game Theory? Because Game Theory had an episode on when does a divergence in Fallout happen. MatPat, the host of Game Theory, made a fatal error in his episode trying to determine when the split happens. MatPat thinks that in 1961, the split happens. Now, let me explain how he is wrong. He justifies his claims with it being the latest year of a song in the Fallout universe, that being Frank Sinatra's Blue Moon being used in New Vegas. MatPat failed to realize that some events could have happened in both universes, while they are not in the same timeline. Case in point, for example, if you look into the lore a bit, Fallout 2, there is a quest in Vault City that you are to find a doll that is called Mr. Nixon. I am not a crook. You guessed it, President Richard Nixon. So Richard Nixon is elected president in the Fallout universe, as well as in our own. In our universe, Nixon was president from 1969 to 1974. So if we compare the cultural ideals presented in Fallout compared to our own, they don't match. This means that the ideal world of tomorrow is long dead and gone by the earliest days of the Nixon presidency in 1969. To add insult to injury, it gets worse. President Ronald Reagan was mentioned in Fallout 2 in a GNN news transcript. So applying the same logic here, Reagan is elected in 1981, again long after the American ideal has ended.
We mentioned that events can happen in both worlds after the universe splits, so maybe Nixon and Reagan could still be president only in different years and under different circumstances. We here at the New Age Gamers would like to substitute Game Theory's solution with another.
Well, congratulations. You guys have given everyone headaches. Maybe we could talk about this in simpler terms, like not the American nuclear family or alternate timelines. Maybe the divergence happens earlier in the Fallout universe. As much as I like MatPat, it's not the music that separates the universes, but the creation of the transistor chip. So the transistor chip does a simple enough job. Basically, it amplifies the currents. This little wonder chip replaced vacuum tubes and allowed semiconducting microprocessing chips that brings us to the modern technology we see today. So the thing is, the transistor chip was only invented in 2067 in the Fallout universe. That means 10 years before the Great War. Really not enough time to develop it into the post-transistor stuff that we use today. So really, they were stunted technologically. So
if we narrowed it down to that being the divergence point, all we would need to do is to look at the date it was created. The first transistor chip was created on December 15th, 1947 by Bell Labs. So that means the divergent point must be on or right before December 15th, 1947. This makes sense because we still have the 1950s nuclear family culture emanate during this time, so that's where the culture froze, and that 1950s culture proceeded into 2077.
Well, that episode liquefied my brain.
Your fan fiction liquefied my brain.
Touché.
And on that note, this is Brody and the New Age Gamers.
With the help of Frank Gamer, wishing you a great day.